Most of you guys already know I'm head over heels for the 2020 draft and its unlimited resource of talented prospects. I know a lot of you already have a pretty sizable knowledge of the top prospects already in this draft. I will cover plenty of those guys, but I also want to go over the rest of the draft class, including a bunch of the mid to late first rounders that could possibly even be risers after their next season of development. And the first guy I want to cover is a player that plays for my hometown Kamloops Blazers, that being Connor Zary. Drafted 37th overall in the 2016 WHL Bantam Draft, Zary was most likely going to be a sure fit into the Blazers program, and that is exactly what he's been doing over the past 2 seasons. And Zary has already found himself to be one of the best players on the Blazers roster, if not the best player next season. Zary found himself earning top-line minutes last season, playing with Jermaine Lowen and a mixture of other wingers including Oren Santazo and Brody Stewart. Zary is quite an interesting player, consisting of a lot of great hockey qualities that NHL scouts are looking for. Zary has a really complete game at such a young age, much like that of Marco Rossi, whom I covered almost a month ago. It may not be quite at the same level of someone like Rossi, but it is quite close. I'm not comparing the two directly, I'm just making a little crossover with the player that I've already covered already. Similar 200-foot play styles, but 2 completely different players. Heading into Zary's profile, he's 6 foot, 175 pounds. Not the smallest build and not the largest build, but for the style that Zary plays, it is indeed the perfect structure for him to play and develop in. His playstyle works for him on both ends of the ice. Zary put up impressive numbers in his draft -2 year, putting up 29 points in 68 contests, along with a -2 rating. Not bad for a 16-year-old nonetheless, especially playing on what was an extremely young and inexperienced team at the time. But going into last year, Zary put up very impressive numbers after an incredible piece of off-season training. 67 points in 63 games, including 24 goals and 43 assists, and a very respectable +18 rating, which was good for second on the team only behind linemate Jermaine Lowen. Zary did this still on a pretty subpar Blazers roster too, and in a couple of games I watched this year, Zary looked like such a complete product on the ice. So confident with the puck, and it seemed something was always happening when he was on the ice. And after all the hard hours of training and developing, Zary found himself a spot on the Canada U18 junior roster, where he put up an impressive performance behind players like Peyton Krebs, Alex Newhook, and Jamison Reese, putting up 7 points in 7 games with a +5. Unfortunately, he did not walk away with a medal, but still an impressive performance. Zary put up lots of points through his assists with his great playmaking abilities, and I would just like to add a stat that I can't 100% back up because it's not a public stat in the WHL, but I did hear that Zary had some of the most primary assists in the WHL for a U18 player at the time. I can't 100% back it up, but I did see it pop up somewhere for a quick moment before I can indulge in its certainty. Enough with the stats though, let's get into Zary's attributes. If you haven't watched one of my prospect reports yet, I like to showcase what separates each prospect from one another, because honestly, unless their skating is out of this world, pretty much every high-end prospect has to be a fast/quick skater nowadays. It's not that I don't notice these abilities, it just may be slightly above or at par. Anywho, the first piece of Zary's game I'd like to take a look at is his remarkable set of hands and his tremendous vision. It's difficult to find clips of Zary's head veering down when he has the puck. His head is always up, making it easy to find teammates for high-end scoring opportunities, or to pull off nifty moves and slide past opposing defenders with ease. Zary's moves are simplistic in a way, but he pulls them off with such precision and confidence, and he's not afraid to reach into his bags of tricks and completely throw off opponents occasionally either. He has one move on the breakaway that seems to work almost every little time. It's a swift little backhand forehand. Just thought I'd throw that in there. It's usually pretty nice. I've seen like 3 or 4 of those. I'm excited to see how his stick handling will improve going into next season as an 18-year-old and a third-year player. Maturity is going to come a long way with Zary's game. Just expanding on this idea of his vision too, like he does not really make so much bad decisions, either with stick handling, with his passing, where he's positioned on the ice in the defensive zone or the offensive end. He's really keen to be in the right spot almost any given moment he's on the ice there. And like I said, he is a great 200-foot player too. I wouldn't say he's like, a Patrice Bergeron or something like that, but he's definitely reliable to have in your own end, and he was on Kamloops Blazers penalty kill last season. Once again, to expand on Zary's excellent vision on how he uses it, just to, get a bit more broad and depth on this one, his playmaking skills are so elite. Not to pick on my hometown Kamloops Blazers, but with the roster they've had the past couple of seasons, one thing they've definitely lacked was a legitimate goal scorer/sniper. The last player I can say that was a full-fledged goal scorer was Rudolf Balcers, but he joined the team on different terms. Also, he was 19-20 years old, and he previously played professionally in Norway. Nowadays, that sniper role is pretty absent, and until Stankoven starts playing full-time next year, that role will be empty. And honestly, for the first bit of the season when Stankoven's got to find his groove, it might still be a little bit absent, but I really think we'll see one next year in him. But for now, Zary creating the sheer amount of scoring chances he does, it was crucial for this team's success. Zary's setup plays made it easy for him to find open teammates on the doorstep. I found he made a lot of great plays from behind the opponent's net, finding his power forward line mate Jermaine Lowen or other teammates, powering their way to the crease for easy goals. I hope the 2019-20 Blazers roster either has someone who steps us as a full-on goal scorer, or they pick up someone who can be a lethal scorer at least. Because honestly, with Zary's playmaking abilities, it is a possibility that he could be a 100-point scorer if he is set up with the proper line mates. And honestly, this team is probably going to be flooded with 19-year-olds next season. It is a great possibility someone like Brody Stewart, Oren Santazo, or even a D-man like Luke Zazula can step into a big role next season and help Zary accomplish this feat. Just gonna say, I plan on purchasing season tickets for the Blazers this season, so I guarantee this won't be the only time you hear me spout off about Zary's incredible talent. I'm really excited to see the roster this season. I expect them to be a really enjoyable team to watch this year, one being Zary's draft year, Stankoven will start his full WHL campaign, Garand is going to see more time in the crease, I expect Pilar to have a breakout season, and so much more. I'll be reviewing a lot of WHL hockey this upcoming year along with the Blazers, so I really hope you guys get used to a lot of, I'm going to try and get as much info on the WHL as I can this season. But anyways, that was my take on Connor Zary, guys. And there's just one more thing I want to add. I want to give you guys a huge thank you. We just recently reached 100 subscribers last night. I want to thank all of you. I can't believe actually how much the channel's been growing over the past 2 months here. It really warms my heart and really makes me want to create more videos. I'm sorry I've been a little slow in the past week, 2 weeks here. I've had a lot of early shifts of working, and I come home at 2 or 3 and then I'm dead. I don't want to do any videos or anything like that. But anyways, I'm going to keep trying my best here, and I like to make really high quality videos. At least I don't like just, I'm not the kind of guy to just sit down in front of the mic and make a video of me talking about something for 8-10 minutes. I can't do that. I like making videos. I like sitting down, writing a script. That's my passion, and I love doing that. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this prospect report. I'll see you guys in the next one, and bye-bye.